You've been hurting in a million ways no one else can see, 'cause no one took him serious till the injuries. So you took it out of God's hands and into yours, and threw up the prescription on the bathroom floor. You didn't wanna hurt no more. I see you crying in a gown that's blue, screaming through a breathing tube. How'd I get to this place? I see you wondering how you came unglued, feeling like your whole life's screwed. Who could love me this way?
Who could love me this way? That's what the lyrics are. What a question to ask. All I hear so far is someone in a lot of pain. Someone who has perhaps been harming themselves. Someone who has stopped taking the medication because that's the way that they've been told to deal with it before, but it's not enough. And now they're crying in a gown that's blue, which I'm taking to mean they have been admitted to either a mental health hospital or some form of intensive care unit or accident and emergency, or some like physical health based unit or service. And what is the perception of themselves to think that they are unworthy of love from someone else? Because of course they are. Of course they are worthy of love. And I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who would love this person for who they are.
How'd I get to this place? I see you wondering how you came unglued, feeling like your whole life's screwed. Who could love me this way? Couldn't hear a single word they said in that padded room, when every day all of your darkest thoughts kept on coming true. Lying in the ICU, you've been carving maps into your skin.
Of course, it is the ICU, not a mental health hospital. This person has either done something to themselves to the extent that they have required hospital admission, or they've been taken there for their own safety to prevent some harm from coming to them. I might talk a bit more about my experience of this a little bit later, and the appropriateness of an ICU for this type of thing, because it might not be the best place for someone to go. In the UK, we sometimes a more general hospital is referred to, or can be used as a place of safety for someone, but it's not always the most appropriate. Let's just let's play this through a bit more.
True, lying in the ICU. You've been carving maps into your skin to make the sickness show. A kind of suffering that's never fit a diagnostic code. So you pictured all the faces when they'd hear the news, but your body in a bag would be enough to prove that this was real and not some sad excuse.
Of course it's real.
I see you crying in a gown that's blue, screaming through a breathing tube. How'd I get to this place? I see you wondering how you came unglued, feeling like your whole life's screwed. Who could love me this way?
Oh, it's gonna be goosebumps.
Couldn't hear a single word they said in that padded room.
Okay, are you okay?
When every day all of
It's not often I let a track play that much without stopping it, but that had me engrossed. I was drawn in. There's this really interesting play, isn't there, on the words ICU. So ICU being intensive care unit and ICU as in ICU. It's like what that person needs in this moment is to be seen by someone else, by another person, and not seen as in medical attention being given to them to heal whatever physical wounds they might have, but seen as in a person who is struggling and a person who needs help. There's talk about not taking the prescription or vomiting the prescription up so it's not effective. There was a line about showing external marks on the body to indicate suffering. This person is reaching out. They don't want to be treated just with medication. I mean, medication has its place, but there's got to be, human connection and social engagement within that. And there's also a line earlier about kind of being treated as a diagnostic code. That's not being seen as a person. That's being seen as something to treat or like a problem to be fixed. And there's no human connection in that whatsoever. And I really like this offer of hope that came later on in the song. There was a line that said, "Don't give up, you still have lots of songs to write." And I love the way that's connected with this being a song and obviously having a songwriter. So that connection there, but also the wider kind of meaning or the metaphor of you still have things to do. You still have things to connect with. There's still value in your life. You still have meaning and purpose. We could have a whole conversation here around the appropriateness of going to an ICU in terms of what this person has experienced and may experience at the ICU, and whether that could be used, like in the UK, we have this idea of place of safety and the appropriateness of these kind of wards as that. But this song feels really personal to the band. I may be totally wrong here, but this feels like something someone in the band has either gone through themselves personally or know someone very close to them who has gone through this. Let me know in the comments if you know the kind of backstory to this. I don't think I really have much more to say, especially for such a raw song, without taking something away from it and risking being over analytical. This song is about the emotion and the feeling and connecting with people. Let's just leave it that way. Let's leave it for what it is. I hope that's okay. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.